Hello everybody. Today we're going to be covering what is a GRM. GRM. No, just kidding. GRM is an acronym standing for Gross Rent Multiplier. Got some squeaking going on back here, so we got state-of-the-art equipment here. But basically, what this is, it's a ratio between the value of a property divided by the gross rents, the annual rents collected for a particular property. So for example, if you have a property that is valued at $1 million, and every year it spits out $100,000 of income specifically from the rent. So I want to be careful here, and I'll explain why later on. But from the gross rents, so you divide this into the value. Here we've got the gross rents, and you have a GRM of 10. Now, this is a tool that is commonly used by real estate investors when, possibly they're entering a new market, they're looking at different areas, different properties, and they're trying to filter out. You could be dealing with 10, 20, or hundreds of properties. You're trying to filter out the ones that are doable, the ones that fit your buying profile. And for example, if let's just say the common GRM amongst some properties is a 10 in a particular neighborhood, and one is asking for, I don't know, say 20. Well, guess what? Maybe you should do a little bit more asking. I mean, maybe the value is justified, or it could just be the seller's on crack and you shouldn't deal with that property altogether. But at least it gives you some indication of you better ask more questions to figure out, well, how come this one is different? Now, the lower it is, the better, because if, let's just say you have a GRM of 5, well, basically that means that in 5 years' time, those rents would have paid off your property. Now, there is one major limitation, I'd say, to the GRM, and I don't know if you've caught it already, but gross rents does not take into account expenses. So that is a big limitation to this tool, because oftentimes I've dealt with many investors where they say, oh, what's a GRM for this, what's a GRM for that? And that's all fine and good for initially looking for properties, but if you see a deal that you're really interested in, you don't want to rely on this. You want to start getting into like a cap rate, IRR, and you just want to dig into the expenses. And we'll cover a lot of these other topics in other webinars. So there you have it, folks. What is a GRM? Hope you enjoyed it.